What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Dogecoin to Bitcoin. We'll be doing a current market analysis, looking at the current coin market cap, as well as I do have two articles to discuss with you. As you know, the Litecoin halving is in full, session. So we would like to look at that as well as the crazy market and what's actually getting affected by this major halving that is happening. So some pretty awesome stuff. I would like to go in depth as to what Dogecoin is too, for those of you who are unaware. Otherwise, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So before I jump into the current articles, I would like to just look at the current coin market cap. 310 billion, 67 billion in volume, 67.8% in Bitcoin down. As you can see, everything's up 10% all across the board. Top 10, Bitcoin up 10%, Ethereum up 5.5, Litecoin up 5.8. Everything's up. Everything's looking very nice. It's nice to see volume finally coming into the market. It's looking absolutely great. There is some very interesting things I would like to discuss with you in regards to Bitcoin and Litecoin, because I do think those charts look quite interesting. But it's nice to see that everything's finally starting to trend upwards. Things are up double digits. Coins are looking great. Majority of the market is in green, which is lovely. As you guys know, this makes up pretty much the entire market coin market cap, on crypto. So to see them all in green is obviously a huge thing, and it does indicate that the market is doing quite well. Now, I do just want to jump into this article and explain to you guys what's happening before we jump into the charts. So Litecoin price hits $100 as minor block rewards get halved. So as we know, Litecoin halving did happen. All eyes were on Litecoin today, as its block reward halving failed to excite markets and produce considerable gains for investors, as we know. Data from Coin360 showed, which is the fifth largest cryptocurrency by coin market cap, trading at around 104. And I think, are we still in fifth? Yeah, we're in the fifth spot. We were in the fourth, but we did get beaten out. You can see we're literally neck and neck with Bitcoin Cash, which is quite wild. But you can see the process was complete. Miners will gain 12.5 Litecoins per block mine reward instead of the current 25. But you can see that doesn't really matter as much. If the price, doubled, it would pretty much be the same, but we haven't seen that as much. So it really hasn't increased by that much. While not guaranteed, this increased scarcity has the ability to push up the price of the tokens. So for Litecoin, the halving did finally deliver the boost, gaining 13 to 14% just in the past 24 hours today. Bitcoin, however, outperformed Litecoin and all the other altcoins, the top 20 as the week began, rising close to 10%. So that's another huge thing too that I would like to really talk about and show you in the charting aspect of today's video, because I do think that's quite interesting. But no, I do just want to go into what Dogecoin is and explain what Dogecoin is, because a lot of people aren't really aware of Doge, or if they know about it, they don't really know any backside to it, so I'll be learning with you. But this is Dogecoin 60% growth over Q2 proves it should be taken seriously. Here's what happened. So Dogecoin has been in development since 2013. Its original creators, Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer, wanted to create a crypto that wasn't as stuffy or boring as Bitcoin. They wanted to create a digital coin that was fun in the hopes that it would appeal to a much broader audience than conventional cryptos like Bitcoin. Anyone that was involved in cryptos for more than a few months will almost certainly have heard of Dogecoin, which I think you guys have. Prove me wrong. Let me know in the comments if you have or if you haven't. And if you've ever been on the internet, you'll probably recognize Shiba Inu, the Doge that acts as the Dogecoin mascot. So this talks a ton of stuff about what exactly it is. 2 years between July 2015, 2017, Doge traded between 0.0001 and 0.0004 with little variation. As with most cryptos, we did see that major spike within 2017 and 2018, as you can see right there, which literally, skyrocketed the price of Dogecoin. And you can see that's taken a major, boost to the current price. And I'll scroll down till we find Doge, which is right here. It's trading at 0.003, which is quite high, up 7.5% today. So it doesn't look too bad, and it is definitely growing in terms of its price. It's doing pretty darn well. It's shown a few signs of some increase, but recently we've seen a lot of sideways trading, a little volatility. I'm definitely not reading this entire thing because that's crazy. But for the most part, that's what Dogecoin is. They wanted to create a coin that was kind of funny, but it ended up that people kind of liked the coin and they wanted to use it. There are over 120 billion Dogecoins in circulation at the time that this was written, which was, I think, yesterday. So it's pretty awesome all in all. And yeah, you can see on the current coin market cap, Doge does have quite the bit of coins in circulation. That's kind of why it is so cheap per coin, but that doesn't mean you can't own a lot of them. So I do just want to jump into the current charting. I want to look at Bitcoin and Litecoin. Here's the crazy thing. So yesterday I made a video and I said that Bitcoin was the coin to be paying more attention to than the other altcoins right now, because I did think Bitcoin was leading the market currently, and if we saw any movement within Bitcoin, it would influence the rest of the coins, but Bitcoin was the one to watch. And that's pretty much what's happened. So another great thing is we did break back into our ascending triangle, which was something that we've talked about for quite some time now. So you can see this is the uptrend. We're finally back inside our, ascending triangle. And we did break above our huge resistance at $10,700. So now we're back into a very nice area of support. You can see we are trending in the middle, which is beautiful right now. So even if we stay in here, we're most definitely going to be heading up to the $12,700-$800 region. So we should see movement like this. We're either going to retest this, fall back down, and then consolidate back up, or we could see a major spike. We're not going to be talking about that because that's not till like end of September. So we have plenty of time, but we're definitely back in a beautiful region. We're finally catching back up as anticipated. Huge moves. We've seen it as low as $9,500, now as high as $11,700. So we're moving up. Money is definitely here to be made. And this was a great bottom out. You can see bottom support was right here, double bottom. You can see it was pretty much called for. It was right near the high-low middle moving average. And I've been saying that we're probably not going to see much movement to the upside until we come into contact or get very close to our high-low middle moving averages on Bitcoin's daily. That's exactly what we did. And now we're starting to see that volume send us to higher levels. What's interesting to notice is while Bitcoin is exploding from this halving, Litecoin really isn't, or it was, and now it isn't. So we saw major volume come in, more volume than we've seen in quite some time now. And the problem is we're hitting this high-low middle moving average. So what I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today, is we need to close today's candle above the high-low MMA before we can see any sort of consolidation to higher prices. Yes, 140 is definitely a price we're going to be retesting before 2019 ends for sure. So these are great opportunities to invest. But as for when that's going to happen, we need to confirm a break above this $100 level and close the candle above that $100 level before we see any sort of manipulation and retracement to the upside, more so trading in between 115 and 125. So we need to close this candle above. Today is not over. We're looking pretty good on the RSI, 50, 48 on the RSI. So we have plenty of that potential to close above here. So now we're just waiting for the right, moment to close above here. And once we do, we should start to trade back up following Bitcoin's path and moving up to higher levels. Now, Ethereum, very similar to Litecoin, is in some sort of ascending triangle, as you can see here, a small one, and coming into problems with its high-low middle moving average. The green band is acting as a pretty strong resistance, as well as this support and resistance that we have drawn here, where you can see it acted as support here, multiple tests, resistance here, and now resistance once again. So the thing to pay attention to is once we can get a confirmation from both Litecoin and from Ethereum, we should be able to break above here. Granted that we need enough volume to push us higher, and if Bitcoin continues to rally up, it should inevitably trickle down into these other altcoins because they have plenty of potential on their RSI, and then we should see enough volume to start to break through here, using it as a support, and eventually come into contact with these levels right here. So volume is finally moving into the markets. It looks great all in all. Now I do just want to jump into Doge, which is the weirdest crypto that I've seen in a very long time. There's a huge downtrend of some sort on this coin. The coin seems to be having its own sort of, I don't even know how to explain it. It has its own channel. It's very, very, very odd. You can see it always has these similar movements. It has, a really big, then followed by it has a really major retracement to the upside, or really major break to the upside. Then it has a major retracement, huge break to the upside, retracement, huge break to the upside, retracement. And that pattern continues. Break to the upside, retracement, break to the upside, retracement. It keeps doing these in smaller waves, but it does break. And you notice it does have a lot of this consolidation. So it looks to me like this is right around the bottom of its consolidation, and we should be anticipating another break like this. This would be more likely. So I'm keeping a very close eye out on, Doge for this next week. And it makes sense as to this breakout here because you can see it's been happening the past numerous times. So it's just right around the corner. So we're going to keep a close eye on this, guys. If you guys have Doge in your portfolio, feel free to let me know down below. Otherwise, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.